So this fundamental principle we must understand, that all delay is on our part. All hesitation, fear, anxiety is on our part. Do not wait for the world to become perfect, then you will do things. Do not start making a list of ifs and buts that when they will get solved, then I will start to walk on this path. Because if you start to, that is the path of the mind. If you start to walk on that path, then the list is endless. You think you have only 10 items on your bucket list right now. By the time you go to item number 5, you think only 5 are left. That 5 will again become 10, because by the time 5 more have come in and got in. So trying to exhaust your desires is an endless path. It just doesn't end. So therefore, it's not going to be perfect the way you think it's going to be. However, the nature of this samsara itself is perfect. The nature of samsara by itself is perfect, because in its perfection, the seeds of imperfection will be thrown. Because only through this imperfect world do you grow and evolve, so that you become better versions of yourself. The whole idea of an obstacle or a challenge or a problem is so that you can accept that problem, deal with it, and then release it. You know what is one common problem with everybody sitting here in this room? Which is the reason why we have challenges in our life? It's a lack of acceptance. Life is happening to us all the time in the present moment, not in the past nor in the future. And life will continue to throw new situations, new challenges all the time, because that's the nature of samsara. Remember, it's a game. If the game was not interesting, you will not be interested in playing it. So therefore, to make you interested in life, it keeps creating new situations. Otherwise, it will be a boring life. So it needs change. It needs interesting themes. It needs interesting challenges. And the best of us comes when we face challenges. We become better versions of ourselves when we deal with challenges. That's why we say experience brings us, we can deal challenges. Why do children call up their parents and say, oh, what do we do now? Because we have faced them, we are better at it, right? So, the life on this planet has been designed like that, so that we can become better, more accomplished, and more skilled players of life. Okay, so all these challenges that are coming to us are coming because of our own good, right? No, and our challenge is that we do not accept them. We fight with them. We say, no, why me? Why should it happen to me? We deny them. We try to find faults with others. We don't accept them that thing has already happened. In trying to see why it has happened, why did he do it, we get into the trap of the mind. The arrow has already left and it has come and hit you. Now why is too late? Accept that the arrow has hit you. Now deal with it. Okay, so acceptance releases us from all the struggle of the mind. In acceptance lies our redemption. So I keep saying, accept. First, acknowledge that it is there. Accept it. And then and say that you asked for it. That's why it has come. Somewhere in your soul, you are the ones. No one is at fault. Remember, the whole universe is the And this is what these daily messages, these days, current theme, that everything is a reaction, reflection, and result. It's act. The whole creation, everything that's happening in our world is because it's happening inside of me. I am creating it. So accept it as you are the only culprit for it, and don't put it on anybody else. The minute you accept it, you can deal with it now. As long as there is denial, as long as you're either blaming God or any other person or a situation or your karma also, don't accept it and then deal with it. Solve it. That is where you need the mind. Consciousness is required to accept it. Mind is required to now deal with it. But you know what do? We put the mind in the first place, and then we start fighting it and saying the why. We get into the why of it, and then we start finding scapegoats and people whom we can blame it on. And we don't find a person, then we find God. If we don't find God, to blame, then we put it on karma. We are always looking for scapegoat. We never accept it. It's me. When good things happen, we accept it. It's me. I did good things. But when things go wrong, then it is somebody else's fault. Always somebody else's fault. So we are always blaming others. We are never accepting. Instantly you accept everything and say, yes, it's come to me. Thank you, God. I accept it. I can't change it. I'm now going to deal with it. And then you get out of the situation. We are stuck into a bad business deal with some, friends and relatives or partners. We keep blaming them. What are you doing to solve it? What are you doing? You got yourself into that situation. Get yourself out of it. We don't want to leave it. We keep judging, we keep blaming, and the life just doesn't change. Yeah, and Sonia is smiling because that's exactly how it used to be. It was always a situation of putting it on somebody else. I said, if you want to change, if you want to be happy and joyous in life, accept it. Every problem is your problem. You are the one who's causing it. Now, because you are the cause, only then you can be the solution. If somebody else is the cause, problem is never solved. You blame it husband, on a friend, on a son, on a partner, on anybody. Keep blaming. I'm telling you, you end up doing whatever else to blame it on the other. You will never run away from your problem. Because somebody else, tomorrow you will get rid of this person, another person will come in your life. Because you've not learned that the problem is with you, and the lesson you have to learn, you are not learning. And the day you do, it is your challenge. You can do something about it. And then the change comes. That's why wise people say that when I was young, I was trying to change the world. And when I became wise, I realized I could only change myself. And we know all this. All of us know. All of us have read. Somebody says, Rumi said this fellow that, we clap on, all these things. But actually, when it comes to our life, we don't. But the minute you do, and because it is such a beautiful game and it is coming from within, if you were to, instead of running away, instead of putting all your time and attention and energy onto finding something outside of you, if you were to take it within, it's so empowering. Now you can do something about it. And then you can solve it. And then you can instantly come out of it. As long as you are a victim, you can't do anything. And why do we feel lousy? Tell me. Go back when you feel bad about things. What is happening? You're the victim. You're wallowing in this. Oh, this person did this to me. And our mind will keep replaying it hundreds of times. I'm the victim, I'm the victim. How did he do this to me? How did she do this to me? And we are constantly, the more we think about it, the more we are, convinced that that person is at fault, right? And it's a loop. With every passing minute, the energy becomes stronger and stronger and stronger, and till you can't just tolerate it. That's how we get caught in what is called as negative emotions. Because I'm the victim. That fellow is the oppressor, the aggressor. You want to be in this world? Welcome. You can go to all psychiatrists, psychologists, and therapists in the world. They will keep giving drugs to you, they will keep giving techniques to you, and they will be rich, and you will be caught. And because they need people like you, for their business. But if you were to just acknowledge it and say, hey, hold on. If everything is me, and if everything is a reaction of me, how about doing something within? How about changing myself? And just see the magic that will come. If we don't, it's very easy to put it on somebody else and walk away. And that's when the joy of living starts. You accept, acknowledge and accept, and then release it. The same situation, the whole emotion will get released. Release it to the Trikuti, it'll go. You're holding it. It doesn't exist. My monkey, monkey on your back, monkey on your. Where is the monkey on the back? We've forced a monkey on our back. There is nothing. When you've accepted it and you've dealt with it, it's gone. That monkey just doesn't exist. Till then, it is holding on. Ask Kundvi, right? What all she was going through in her life because she was not accepting it. And, living in this world where, she was feeling, what is this world, right? The energy becomes, you just start going inward. You become a recluse. You become so full that, there are so many challenges in the world. You just go in. And your energy starts getting more and more blocked because you're going, further in. You don't know what's happening, right? Couple of trips, couple of hammers, and the energy is released to such an extent that the whole world wants to be with her. The most sought after person, the most recluse person, has become a most sought after person. Okay, so what changed?
समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु शांति शांति शांति